Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to today's task. And today we will talk about functional breathing. What does it mean to take a full yogic breath? We also call it a belly breath. And this is the pillar of health and well-being. From the moment we are brought into this world, the first thing we do is we take a deep breath. And the manner in which we take this breath determines a lot within our development and the health and well-being that we experience. It's never too late to correct this breath pattern, and through specific training and habits, we can manifest health and wellness through the breath. So what I would like to do now is just explain to you what a full body breath is, and I'd like you to place one hand onto your stomach, one hand onto your chest, and I would like to explain to you what a full body breath is, taking one hand just below your rib cage, the solar plexus, and the other hand on top of your chest. Now, as you take a deep breath in, you want that bottom hand to move away first. Bottom moves up, and then the top. And what's happening is the diaphragm is drawing down, pushing the organs out, and the lungs are filling up from the bottom into the top. Just find your own rhythm like that. Using the diaphragm to pull the air into the bottom of your lungs. Over here, the more gaseous exchange can happen, as that's where the blood, because of gravity in the lungs, is being pushed down to that part of the lungs. We get our internal organs are getting a massage from the diaphragm. The spleen is being massaged, releasing white blood cells to combat any viruses, any germs that might be floating around in the system. And we can also boost our immune system. Our system is also being, the lymphatic system is linked to the diaphragm, and the diaphragm acts as a pump and pumps around pumps the lymphatic fluid around the body. And this also helps our immune system, helps the body get rid of the wastes that are unnecessary. So when we breathe, we want to take deep breaths using that belly, breathing to the belly, known as a belly breath. Letting go of the hands. And now bringing the hands to your shoulders, touching the shoulders. Lean over to your right. Drop that left hand to support you on the earth. And lift the other hand over the ears, and you can look toward the roof. Take deep breaths in. And breathe into that left lung. So when we breathe, we want to feel it all the way into our ribs. Lifting the hands to the shoulders, leaning over to our right side. I'll mirror you. Drop that right hand to the earth. Flip that other hand over the head. Try and straighten the arm. Open the chest and look towards the roof. Taking those deep breaths in and breathe into that left lung. A couple more deep breaths there. Feel what it's like to breathe into that left lung. Next inhale, come back to center. Hands back onto the shoulders. Now drop the left hand towards earth. Right hand above you. Look towards the roof and take a deep breath in. And breathe into that right lung now. If you close the eyes and gently feel into that lung, feel that expansion. Look to the roof. Next inhale, coming back to center. Hands into the shoulders. And now bring the elbows together. Bring the hands together. I'm going to shift to the side so you can see what it looks like from the side. And this is where we want to breathe into our back. Taking those deep breaths in. Notice how the back is expanding. Chest is closed. The air has to move into the back, and 60% of our lung capacity is in the back. So the further we can get into this back, the more energy we can bring into our body. Couple more there. Exhale, let it go. And so that is give you an idea of what it means to breathe into all 6 corners of the lung. We want to, for a functional breath, we want to breathe through the nose. We want to use that diaphragm, which is going to pull the air into the bottom part of our lungs, and our belly is going to pop out, our chest is going to rise, it's going to move left and right into the ribs, and it's going to move all the way into our back. And that is the breath we want to use. If we find ourselves holding our breath, exhale everything that you have in the breath, and then inhale, use the diaphragm and start that process down under the collarbones, left and right and front, and all the way into your back for a full yogic breath. We want to try and do that 3 times a day for 5 minutes, but you can start slow, maybe taking 3 conscious breaths, full deep breaths, in the morning, whenever you find yourself holding your breath. If you can extend it, great. Try and get up to 5 minutes. The audio attached to this will take you through a 5-minute full functional breathing breath, and we want to try and keep the inhale the same as the exhale, lengthwise. 5 seconds, 5 seconds on the exhale, 5 seconds on the inhale. and work with that breath to bring in that energy and to get all the benefits on a physical, mental, energetic and emotional level. The body is balancing itself hormonally and chemically, biochemistry is balancing out, and you bring a calm, centered state of mind to your being. And the body is loving you for it because that is the way it is designed to operate and function. And so the more we can do that, the more we can bring in that air through the nose, using the diaphragm and reaching all the way into the back, the more benefits we can get from this practice. And that is your task for today and for the rest of your life. Trying to bring this into your life as much as you can. And you can track yourself using the tracker, add those minutes up, see if you can improve day on day on day. Being kind to yourself. We are dealing with years of programming, years of habits that have been formed. And what we're trying to do now is recreate those new neural pathways. And that takes time. So as always, be kind with yourself along this process. Don't beat yourself up. Don't think that you're useless and you're never going to get it. It is a journey, and the first step of this journey begins today. Good luck with that homework. Keep practicing. Namaste. Cool. The next one. Day. Good morning, beautiful people. Today we are going to add on to the cold showers. It was 30 seconds to 1 minute. In the first week we wanted to introduce into our daily routine. And now we're going to up the ante to 1 to 2 minutes. Finding yourself taking your showers cold, either in the beginning or at the end, and doing that for between 1 and 2 minutes. I'm sure you felt the benefits already on an energetic level, physical level, and maybe you're finding your willpower is also increasing. And now we want to just lengthen that a little bit more and get more of the benefits. 2 minutes will bring you the maximum benefits, and that is where we are heading. And do not underestimate the power of this cold shower to the mind and the body and the spirit. And good luck with that task. Keep track of how many showers you're able to do it with. Enjoy the task. Namaste. Good morning, beautiful people. Today we are going to be stimulating our intellectual sheath or layer in yoga, we call it. And what I mean by this is for 15 minutes today, you, and from now on, you are going to try and learn about something that is close to your heart. Something that if money wasn't an object, you would pursue. And it can be an external object, so the idea is to learn more about something that we would like to do more of and that we are passionate about. And to go a little bit further and to apply this knowledge. Theory is only theory and of no use unless we actually apply it. So that is your task for today, is to find material on something that you'd like to learn more of and start applying that material into your life. Theory through practice is becoming experience, which is becoming wisdom. We need to stimulate our intellectual sheath on a daily basis, learning, growing, evolving. It can also be a deep dive into learning about yourself, your fears, your hopes, your dreams. And it can be an external stimulation of the intellectual sheath or an internal stimulation, getting to know more about who you are, learning more about the person behind the 3D reality of mind, body, and energy. I would encourage you to write down and apply this knowledge. And what would I encourage you to do? And that's it, yeah. I encourage you to learn and apply it so that learning becomes experience and wisdom. Again, as always, keep track of the learning that you are doing, putting it into the meditation trackers menu or tracking your minutes. No, that's fine. Good luck with the task. Namaste. Day 4. Good morning, beautiful people. As always, an aspect that we are working with is our mind. And to calm the mind down, we can do that through our actions. And a pillar of this would be truthfulness. A pillar of having a stable and clear mind is to be truthful. And the less untruths we speak, the less we have to try and juggle and move around those untruths, and less fluctuations of the mind can happen, because we are in that space where we are at ease. We are not expecting anything to come back around the corner at us. We have a clear conscience, and it's way easier said than done, but being truthful to others is really important. And more important than, I would say, that is being truthful to ourselves. If we are truthful to ourselves, we will be truthful to others. And that is your task for today. To do the things you say you're going to do, to keep your promises, and this will bring you greater peace of mind, will purify the mental sheath, the mental layer that we experience as living beings on this planet. Truthfulness is also, I won't bring that in. Important to also say with this pillar of mental strength is, if your truthfulness causes harms to others, then you need to find another way to express that truth. It's no good being truthful to others if that is going to harm them. And it is a mark of maturity and wisdom to be able to get your point across to another person without harming that other person. Incredible skill to have, and is a mark of someone with great wisdom. So remembering that when you speak your truth, make sure that you are not harming anybody else. And if that truth is going to harm another person, then you need to keep that truth to yourself. And that is it. That is your task for today. Be truthful to others, to yourself, in a kind, non-judgmental way. Namaste. Okay, I think that's it, eh? Be truthful, intellectual sheath.